Okay, let's do this. Right, what to do? I think I might start off and warm up with a little bit of blitz. See if I can do my best to talk through what I'm sort of up to in the position. My blitz is probably my weakest. Well, it is. Looking at my rating, it is my weakest time control, but I'll give it a go anyway. 5-5. So I'm playing the French defense. The idea is to undermine the e4 pawn. Quite often, white takes in this position, but it's not. He's going to defend it. I didn't mean to do that, but that is okay. So I'll try to develop pieces quickly. Should always, when you're opening, basic opening principles, develop your knights and your bishops, followed by your bishops, into the center, and then castle, move your queen, and connect your two rooks. And if you do that, every game you should find yourself in a good position at the start. Obviously, it's important not to blunder pieces and such, but just opening well can be everything. And when I'm playing good players, the opening is genuinely everything, especially in my long time controls, because you need all your pieces on the board. So even already, because I took on e4 rather, d takes e4, I've already kind of set myself up to fail. You can see that white's attacking me, which you should be anyway, because it's white, and white you should always be trying to attack, but I prefer French defense set up with the pawn on d5 and then coming in with c5, trying to undermine the pawn on d4, which I hope to show you, because it's something that it's a position I get a lot in my games. It's a position that's not always well thought of in terms of chess, because you block in your bishop, and that's a no-no for playing well. But we'll try and make some stuff happen. At the moment, I'm sort of looking. No, I'm gonna listen to myself for once, and I'll discuss it. I'm gonna try to open this bishop up. Okay, he's castled, so looks like white is preparing to attack on the king side. He's going to come into here, probably bring his queen. So I think we can stop a lot of that with h6. So it's a little bit of a slow move, but it stops the knight coming in, which will stop his queen developing quickly. It also stops any tactics like, well, yeah, so here we go. So c3 and then queen to c2, eyeing down on the h pawn that is no longer there. So because I don't have a knight defending, that's kind of critical. So let's see what I can sort of do here. I think I'll just develop the knight. I want to play c5, but I don't want to ruin my pawn structure. So if I play c5, d takes c5, knight takes c5, bishop takes c5, then I have to finish the line with, oh, okay, threatens checkmate. That's actually extremely bad. Oh, ouch. I don't have much of a choice. I'm going to lose the h6 pawn. It's not all bad. But it's certainly not good. Okay, I'm going to take the knight. It's threatening. Could trade the queens. This seems pretty bad for me. You shouldn't really trade queens when you're behind in material, so I'll go for the double attack. I'll attack the e5 weakness, and I'm also threatening checkmate. What? I'm not sure what white really does about this. G3 maybe. But I should be picking up the e5 pawn, which is good. I'll take it. Oh yeah, okay, it makes a lot of sense. Again, we don't want to be giving up our queen, so it looks safe enough to come here. We'll attack the bishop and indirectly attack the pawn. I'd say bringing his rook over. Rook AC1 is probably the best move. That's not to say that he will play that. And that's sort of a big thing in chess. You can make all the threats you want, really, which is great. Threat in a way, but and you might often see the best defense for your opponent. And sometimes I play moves that aren't the most accurate move in the position, as a computer might say, no, that's not the correct move, but it opens lines against the king, or there's only one good move, only one good reply for white, and especially in quicker time controls. This is reasonably slow, but when we get into real quick time controls, I'm talking like 1 minute with 0 increment, it gets hard to find the exact move. Okay, good move by my opponent. I actually have to be real careful here because I'm looking at this. So I'm just going to go all in for an attack here. It's not going to work, and I'm probably going to lose this game, to be honest. The pawn's a pawn. But I'll see. You never know. Always try to keep it complicated. You know, if you're losing, I'm losing. I'm a pawn down. You can see it up here, top left. White's +1. Make it as complicated as you can. Why make it simple for him? Obviously he's got check. I need to be careful with checkmate threats. So either rook to d1 is really bad for me. Because of check here. Yeah. Oh, that's brutal. trying to be somewhat resourceful. So if white captures, I can recapture here. I may not even recapture. I'm probably going to take on h2 and threaten checkmate. White is looking super dangerous though. He can at very least cause a draw. Bit soft off by white, I think. Right, so we're threatening checkmate in 1. Again, white can repeat. He can try and move over. And it's draw. So I don't know who's watching and what sort of level you are, but if you repeat the same position 3 times in a chess game, it is a draw. So because we were in this exact position 3 times, so that was number 3, number 2, and then number 1. So basically it's a draw, and I think that I got pretty lucky. So if I go into the analysis, chess.com, by the way, if you don't have chess.com account, go get yourself chess.com account. It's free. It's brilliant. I've really rated it. I know a lot of people play Lee Chess or Live Chess or something. There's 2 big websites, but I firmly promote chess.com. They are excellent. So yeah, you see that I'm just completely crushed here. So white, this is white winning. Pluses are good for white and minuses are good for black. My opponent played well, 92% accuracy. I did not with 70%, but I've definitely played worse games in my life. And he took the draw. We'll take it. Right, I'll play another one. Wish me luck. Okay. Let's go. Right, I was hoping to play Queen's Gambit. Seeing as the TV show is so popular. I slept through the last half, but I'm not going to lie, but what I seen was pretty good. Okay, so he wants to mess up my structure, but I don't actually mind that. I think that's not the worst thing for white by any means. I'm going to play my queen to c2, so I'm a little bit nervous about this move. Because this is a pin. And pins create so many tactics. Alright, what do we do here? Okay, I'll play. I was going to try something. This bishop's attacking this knight. I was going to let him and then open this up. Right, so we've sort of transposed. I guess he wants to take. I'm going to see his intentions with this bishop. The bishop can no longer retreat, so I believe he'll probably play bishop e7. He may play bishop e6 and he may take the knight, but looking at the position, bishop e7, yeah, that's what I would play in this current position. Okay, we're looking alright. Oh, I don't like this actually. That was a slight mistake. It's a slight mistake because he can, if he takes, I'm forced to capture with the bishop. If I'm not forced to, but I will. And then he can take my knight And my king's got nowhere safe to be. I'll play an interesting one for the memes, maybe. It's a lot of pawns. Let's go. You can have my knight, buddy. Okay, I actually think this already works. Oh, he's got a knight. Babe, go to bed, please. You just come in and made a long noise. Yeah, very loudly. So same idea, I can't really trade the queens, which is rough. I've got to castle and develop my pieces quickly. This is a hard game to play. Ginger GM, he's pretty good actually. I find him quite funny. Obviously very strong, 2600. It's no joke. Oh, rip. Oh, okay, anyway, that's a resignation. Basically, he's taken discovered attack. I forgot that I was under attack. Wow, not that I forgot, really. I didn't see this knight takes. That's brutal. It was just bad. Bad chess by me. Yeah. Should have just taken the pawn. Should have just taken the pawn. Couldn't help myself. Had to do it. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. Right, I'm going to play some quicker games. So I won't be able to talk so much about the positions, but it should be interesting to watch. So French exchange. Supposed to be pretty drawish, but I don't get very many draws in it at all. Okay, castle's long. This is quite interesting. Sometimes I can get away with some cheeky stuff here. Doesn't look like he wants me to play anything too interesting. So So when you're opposite side castling, you should always strive to attack your opponent before he attacks you. And at the moment I'm doing a poor job because you see that he is going to open lines up against my king. But I'm going to try and do my best to open the position up. See what I can do. Opposite side casting games are definitely the most enjoyable to play, in my opinion. What? Very nice. Crushing. Quick games, I don't know if anyone watching plays Bullet, but Bullet is definitely the most exciting time control. It is fast and furious. You can get away with all sorts of stuff that you just can't in a Blitz game. Let's try and force him to take this. Oh, he doesn't want to. He knows that this is the threat, but right. I have to play e4 before he does, because if he plays e4 in this position, I am in trouble. Oh, I didn't see that. Rip. Trying to work out defend this pawn. He just needs to push it. Check. Oh. This should still be a win. Yeah. Time. So often, okay, you don't always win in the position, but if you can create enough stress to your opponent, so you're attacking them, it takes a lot more time to come up with a defense than an offense, because with a defense, you have to be correct. With an offense, it's not as critical. Obviously, you always want to play the best moves you can, but it does not matter as much when you're attacking. But when you're defending, it is everything. One wrong move when you're defending, and it is game over. Right, castle. Just full scale attack when. I am in trouble here. got it. My queen now. How does he defend mate? Pin it. Oh, cracking under pressure. 7 seconds, check. Oh. Well played by my opponent. Again, didn't play the most accurate moves, but he was putting me under pressure, so forced me to play slower moves. If it's going too fast, let me know, by the way. You can actually come forward here. Yep. Nice. I'll play something a little bit different. I'll show maybe, I don't know who's in the stream, but or who will be watching the video later, but I'll show you a little bit about chess.com. So chess.com, pretty self-explanatory place, great place to play chess, but also you can go in and you can do sort of puzzles, and some of the favorite puzzles, my favorite puzzles are Puzzle Rush. So you get time controls, or you can go survival, and you do puzzles, and they start out pretty simple, and then they get progressively harder. So in this one, I've got 5 minutes to play the best moves. So I'll play them reasonably slowly. Always checks, threats, and captures. So I'm looking at checks first. I don't see a lot on, to be honest, but yep, okay, cool. That one was easy. Bishop take the bishop looks like a pretty good one. You're threatening checkmate then. So here, nice one. This is more what I was looking to show. So this is just a checkmate. Back rank. Always protect your back rank. King's got no escape squares, and it's only the bishop that can come back to defend, but it can't defend checkmate. White to move. So endgames. Endgames, again, super important. The more practice you get on endgames, the better you will be. So here, black is threatening your pawn. It's your last pawn, but there's nothing you can do about it. To push the pawn forward, loses the pawn anyway, and it gains a square for the black pawn. So we race, and white's faster. Two attackers, queen's the better piece. Checkmate. Here we've got this. I was trying to set this up in a stream earlier. I was trying to set this up in a position earlier. So here you can actually sacrifice your rook, check, and then you take with your queen, which will cover the two squares, check the king, nothing that can get in between the two, and because your bishop is actually defending the last escape square for black's king. I imagine a lot of you will know this, but with any luck, some of you won't, because this is really really good, a good way to learn through puzzles and tactics, because this is what wins games. You obviously got to know your ABC chess, opening theory, yada yada, all the kind of stuff, but tactics win games. And in a situation like this, if bishop takes rook, you just have checkmate on one. It's that simple, and you've got to be able to see that straight away and to do it. Oh, it's stumped, because if I go here, he takes... Oh, and then you promote. Okay, yeah, I just miscounted. Pretty good. So you get the queen first. Check. Looks good. Okay, cool. So another back rank threat. White to move. Alright, so a nasty little tactic there. Black has no escape. Oh, sorry, white has no escape squares here. This is defended by the pawn. Here is no good, so this is actually checkmate. White to move. This looks promising. What's the follow-up? Okay, alright, I see. So check. Actually, that was checkmate. Alright, yep. Brutal. So you're going to threaten the queen, and you're also going to threaten indirectly checkmate on h2. So you threaten, he pins me. Okay, yeah, that's a good tactic actually. So if you take here, so you win a rook rather than a queen, which is pretty crafty. I'm obviously looking at check. Oh, that's the follow-up. Check and checkmate. I couldn't see how to attack him on this g4 square, and I thought if black wastes a move playing f5 once king takes h5, then the rook can come check, and it will be game over for black. But we have a nice little square there. That looks pretty good. Check, up, check, defends. I was going to take it. Ah, it's wrong. It was checkmate there. Nothing like a buzzer to put you under a little bit of pressure. Oh, I bet somebody's just screaming at this. The puzzle's stupidly easy. Check. Here. Here. And here. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Alright, 14. Okay, so that I'll try to explain some less, and I'll see if I can get to 20. My record's like 27 for 5 minutes, which is pretty weak compared to other people, but it is what it is. That was a tough first one to pull. Black to move. Force him back, and that's checkmate because those two squares are guarded. White. Check. Probably just take the rook. Oosh. What is this? Oh. I didn't see the bishop lying down. God, it's been ages since I've done puzzles. I'm actually struggling. That's a trapped queen. Trapped queens always have given me grief. I always find it harder to find a trapped queen than anything else. Black to move. This looks promising. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. Check, and then you pick up the queen. can take here. Takes with the knight. Black to move. Damn. I have no idea what that was. Wow, I'm bad. Should we just break through? We do. Like some of it, I must say, I just play instinctually. Like, oh no, knight defense. Weak. Rip. What was that? So you can look in, if you're on a free account on chess.com, you can only do like 5 puzzle rushes a day, but that's still heaps. It's still enough to give you a little bit of a taste. There's unlimited puzzles in there as well, which are really good. What was the right answer? So I like being able to redo them. If I genuinely can't figure out what they are, this is quite a good way to go about things. Oh, I see it now. So I'm going to take here. Queen's going to take, and then now I have check with a discovered attack. Sorry, a fork on the rook. It's attacking both pieces. So yeah, fresh set of eyes helps a lot sometimes. Alright, I kind of want to have a look at some of my daily games. This is daily games. This is how I started playing on chess.com actually. I was pretty strong at it. I've recently taken a pretty big hit. I kind of got over playing so many games, and a bit of pressure got to me in a tournament where I was doing well in the tournament, as in I was through quite a few stages of the tournament, but I wasn't paying enough attention to each position, and I sort of got in slightly losing positions, so I ended up resigning them all. I pretty much rage quit and lost a lot of elo, but my chess 960 is 1680, which is not bad. I'm playing this guy. We've got Team New Zealand versus Team India. I'm playing this NZ group. It's pretty good. You'll be able to join. Anyone can join it. If you're from New Zealand, click on them. If you want to play some games with them, if you want to meet a good bunch of people, they share puzzles and a lot of things. I played live games with them, which is really good. I find that really good for my chess, because I'm someone who, I play chess okay, but I don't really care if I win or lose. When I'm playing rapid games, slow time controls, I do genuinely care if I win and lose, and I will get pretty salty if I drop a game. I'm never happy about losing a game, super competitive, but when you're playing games with a team, you have so much more invested. It's so much more important that you win the game. So I find that really enjoyable, because that added pressure is actually good for me. It's bad for some people, but it's great for me. So I'll go through this game because this is quite an interesting game, and there's some quite different concepts in the game. And probably first thing you'll notice is chess 960, all the back rank pieces are muddled up, and black will be the mirrored opposite to you. A guy called Bobby Fischer, correct me if I'm wrong, created this. It's called Fisher Random or Chess 960, and basically it's to try and stop away from opening theory, because I'll open with the same set of moves in all my games. As white, I pretty much exclusively open with d4 with the intention of playing c4. Sometimes I play d4 then e4 if black doesn't take central control, because it's always good to attack the center when you're starting. In chess 960, you're forced to think on your feet. So you get this position. So we both got this position. He gets one as white and one as black, and I get one as white and one as black. And we both play each other. Both similar skill level, so it's going to be a good match. And it's who can work it out the best. So I should. I'm the favourite to win mine is white, and he's the favourite to win his is white. And I'll show you both games, and that's pretty much how things have gone. I'm in a little bit of trouble with my game as black, but I have done very well in this game, and I suspect I'll have a nice win here. Anyway, so we opened up. He doesn't want to be attacked on a7 here, so he defends it with the knight, and then we both sort of control the center from the side, but in reality we're just trying to open up our bishops and our queen. So carry along. I took here, which is sort of odd looking at it now. I'm not quite sure why. I guess the queen has to take, and maybe I was planning to do something with this queen. Yep. Whammo. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So if you can develop with tempo, do it. You know, I'm attacking this queen. This queen's forced to move. It's already moved once. Now he's got to move again, and I've taken space on the queen side. Right. This is probably my favorite move from the game. I decided at the start of this game that I would play an incredibly aggressive game as white and a positional game as black. And in this game, I have decided that I am going to forget about pawns. Who cares? I don't care. You can eat both these pawns if you want them. I'm going to develop my pieces to your king side, and I'm going to try and checkmate you. And that was the plan. So I want to open this square for my knight eventually to get into the game, and you'll see that in the game soon. So pawn takes, and the queen could take, but the queen's looking pretty good on this diagonal here for now. I'm not stressed about that pawn. I don't need to keep it. So I just carry on. He defends the pawn as I thought he would, but now that's taken moves. So I've got one of these beautiful looking bishops going out, this knight that can develop to some great squares, this queen that's following one of the bishops. Now it's time to get this knight in the game and these two rooks, so that's what I do. And again, tempos. Let's defend that pawn. That's a great idea, you know it's under attack, but there's no need to play e3. Why do that? Look at this knight attacking, it's defended by the bishop, so wherever the queen goes, it's not going to cause me any drama. And just continue pushing forward. So queen goes back. Now we're really starting to show a development lead. We've lost a pawn. Yes, if it gets to an endgame, he will win. It's just that pawn is very close to promotion. But I'm hoping to not let it get to an endgame. I don't really like this move now. My plan was to come here and attack this, but the game doesn't really go their way because I get attacked. Queen comes back. Another queen move. He's defending this and indirectly attacking the a2 pawn. He builds up. I come, and you can still castle in chess 960, but the castling's, we're on the queen side at the moment, so I couldn't castle with this rook here. I can, however, castle now, so king will go there, and sorry, the king will stay where it is, and the rook will jump over to the square. Pawn takes. I castle. I'm surprised bishop didn't take here, actually. That probably would have been the best move in the position. Well, actually, looking at that, that's a blunder by me. That's scary if that bishop takes. Anyway, I'm still trying to attack this king. I'm just trying to work out how to do it. And I decided that because of this diagonal being so weak, and because this king cannot castle until that rook moves, that I would far rather have this bishop, this white bishop, that's going to be in the center of the board with these massive diagonal, than I would have this rook. Because again, I'm trying to checkmate my opponent. Queen takes is a big mistake. I shut down that with knight b3, and now the queen has literally no moves. So he can't come here because knight takes. He can't come here because king takes. He can't go there because pawn takes. Can't go a4 because knight takes. Can't go a5 because the knight takes, and he can't go to a6 because the knight takes. So I'm super happy with this position now. This is where I started getting excited. My spider senses started to tingle. His queen is just shot out of the game, and until he can get some pressure on, I don't see what he does about that. So bishop took, and then now we're making some threats, and he failed to register the threats. He comes in, tries to attack, but I do not need to defend. So it's important to not just idly defend. Go, oh no, I'm under attack. Let's put my bishop here and I don't know, allow some stuff. No, that's not how we play chess. Not when you've got forcing moves. You look for the most attacking move. Check. What does their king do? Well, he's in checkmate threat unless he moves a piece forward. The pawn gets taken straight away, so makes sense that he moves the rook. Check. Knight defends the bishop, so he can't take it, and we've gained our material back, which is fantastic, and we've forced the king out. Now we defend. Okay, yes, he is threatening checkmate, so I have to defend. That's fine. So bishop d4 comes in, defends b2, and also attacks this knight all the way over on h8. And that's where bishops are really strong. And you see how much these bishops control versus how much our rooks are controlling in the start of the game. So if you're playing a dynamic game, don't be afraid to sacrifice material. If you think that his king is weak or his pieces are all on the wrong side of the board, don't worry about it. Go down pieces if you want to, and you'll get better at it. You'll get better at it as you go on. You'll just, like I say, instincts are a hell of a thing. Mine are off sometimes, but you'll see it when I play 1-0 chess variants, really quick ones. You'll see it most. Anyway, I'll carry on. So pawn comes, and I say, hey, you know what? I don't think I've sacrificed quite enough material. Have a bishop. So yes, knight can take. But as you'll see, now my queen comes in, and this queen is a monster. It's eyeing down on the king for a start. So if king moves to its only square that it can, I'm just going to take the knight with check, and then I'm going to take this other knight, so that's no good. His best move is probably defending the knight, I assume, which he might have played. Yep. Check. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, bro. Still got a long way to go, but I try my best. So he's holding on. He held on really well here, actually. I come up with a lot of lines in this position where I really tried to force this king out to checkmate, and I just have not managed to do so yet. So he's coming out. I take the knight. I'm trying to open lines. Basically, if either the knight or the king takes, then I can bring my rook into the position. This was, again, super clever by him. There's tactics here with check, like proper tactics, something, bringing in this rook. I've got to do something. I pin the knight. Always, don't just move your queen. You can if you want to move your queen, and sometimes you have to move your queen, but We want to get this piece in. We want to stop this threat. Well, the best way to stop this threat, in my opinion, is to pin that knight. And I don't mind him winning this bishop. That's fine. So he takes. Now what I'm going to do in this position is I'm probably going to take the knight on e5. It just makes a lot of sense to me to get both these pieces off for the queen. And I can analyze this, by the way, chess.com, fantastic little analysis board. I think this is only for members, though, to be fair. What concerns me is if he can bring... No, he can't. This threat here. Threatening checkmate, but I think I've just got too many checks. So I've gone through them, and there's ways for him to go out where I can't find checkmate, but I can definitely pick up this rook. And while that's not everything, you know, the rook won't necessarily win me the game, and I have to be careful because I am still under duress. I think that that's probably the simplest way, is to take these two pieces off the board and to win. I've got a few other daily ones, but they're real early, so I don't think we'll learn anything from them. Are you Samanu? If you're still there, bro, if you're a chess.com account, send me a request to play, man. We can have a game if you want, and we can talk about it. I can show you ways to improve, or how, for all I know, you might be playing me and be a super grandmaster having a laugh who is ready to crush me. But either way, I'm down for a game. So tag _knight down the bottom if you want to play. For now, I'm going to play, I guess I'll play a game of Blitz, and we'll see if I can get into a position that I'm decent at. So this looks like a French exchange knight variation. This is something that I come up against a lot. So he's going to develop this bishop. I'm going to develop my bishop. He's going to then develop his knight, threatening this pawn. And I'm just simply and calmly going to play c6. That's how at least 90% of these French exchanges go. Whoa. Okay. This is still quite a common one. Sometimes they come in with this knight, which is devastating. I hate losing my black bishop in these positions, so I actually quite like it when they play bishop g5 as opposed to bishop f4, which means bishop f4 is probably the better move. See how many dark squares are weak, which is why if I can trade off in this position, if I can trade this black bishop for my knight and keep my black bishop, I will have a very good position. So see if we can work on that. And how to do that is achieving knight g5 before he plays h3. That's all good, mate. Everyone starts somewhere. If you have a chess.com account, you should absolutely send me an invite. The best way to 1250, bro. That's not. What are you talking about? That's not low rated. That's actually really good. I'm not even joking. 1250, bro. You have a great understanding of chess positions. You know how to play chess at 1250, bro. You do. $12.50 is strong. 1250 can 100% beat me. What's your username? I'll add you, bro. Do you ICMHS.com? Okay, I'm gonna play H6 and very actually I like that. That's good. That's good for me, I think. It stops this battery. Let's get some funky stuff happening. White's obviously got a better position here, but his king's kind of weak, and the dark squares are really weak, so if I can ever activate this bishop, and particularly with this queen, I'll be looking good. Also, I can kick this knight really easily. Or not. Let's still do it. 1250. I was 1250 not that long ago, bro. And I mean like 6 months. After this game, I'll send you a challenge. My man. Looking forward to it. Oh. I'm genuinely excited. Gotta play some games. Do you have a favorite sort of time control that you play? Do you like playing the quicker time controls, or do you like slow ones? Fair enough. Fair enough. I think blitz and blitz and rapid is a far better way to improve your chess anyway. Recently, honestly, a big improvement from mine was playing rapid games. I played 15-minute with 10-second increment, and I played very accurate chess as to the best of my ability. So I tried to play as well as I could every game. I sweated all over my keyboard, and I just tried to play the best I could, and that improved my chess a lot. It just forces you to play with a different kind of mindset. This knight is awful. Why not rook f to e7? It was happening either way. And I was... Yeah, okay, yeah, right. That's actually a fair point. Maybe I'm just used to playing rook. Yeah, because quite often in this position, in these French exchange positions, I'm pushing my f pawn up the board. So I like my f rook, my rook on f8, so it can support the push. But you are right. In this, that was a slight mistake. I should have played f to e. See? 1250, bro. No joke. Oh, he's got 1 minute left. That's going to help our cause a lot. Okay, he's just going to blunder that. Is he? Yep. If he pushes, I'm just going to go here. Oh, I missed check. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oof. Gotta be careful. I think this is probably... Oh, maybe that defends the only... Right. I think I'm going to sacrifice the pawn. Oh, I made a mess of this. He needs to defend the bishop with his queen, otherwise he's in trouble. Okay, so check. I'll take this. That's going to defend all my pawns. Then I'm going to march this pawn up. I don't see a way for him to defend checkmate. I guess he has to play here. No, he doesn't. Nice, GG. So I'd see. Okay. Whenever you're ready, send through a request. And I will do my best to play it. So it's tag underscore knight. Nah, I didn't get the request. What's your chess.com username? Sam2937. Hold there. I don't know how to just challenge, but I think if I go to connect and then to friends, search members, Sam2937, challenge. Any preference of game, Sam? You can pick time control. Okay, well, I mean, I play everything, but I'll send a 10-minute, 10-minute. It's rated. If you win, enjoy the ELO points because you deserve it. And what we'll do, if you like, bro, is once we've finished the game, I'll jump into the analysis and then we can talk about it a little bit. Cool. Nice, I get a Queen's Gambit. Love to see it. Thanks heaps, by the way. Thanks for being here. And thank you for the game. This is why I wanted to stream. You know, in Nelson, it's really hard. Nelson, New Zealand, so we're a small little country in the bottom of the world. It's actually hard to find chess players where I am, so I wanted to meet new people, and I am super grateful that you are here. Nice. C5 is a great move in the position. I think you'll find if you keep playing that there's not a huge difference at all between the 1200 rated range and the 1700 rated range. It's just a likelihood to blunder. We all make mistakes. I'm really interested to see, even like the 1800s. When I was at that 1500 range, I thought these 1700, 1800 guys were gods, and they are simply not. They make big errors in key positions. Where they shouldn't. I think from what I've seen in the streaming, it's not until the 2000s where players get more consistent and don't hang things. Like I still hang a lot of stuff. I will still drop forks, all kinds of nastiness that I shouldn't. Just very strong. I think we have some good games. need to develop my rooks. Let's go. Oh, you're watching me on YouTube. Oh, you're an aggressive guy. I like that. Oh, that's not good. It was all going pretty well to then, though. Let's play another one before we do some analysis, I think. Because I think you definitely deserve game as white. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you play 1e4. Oh, rip. No. Oh, feels super bad, man. Hate that. I think I was probably going to win anyway, but you were definitely starting to put some pressure on. This rook was nice. I like this rook lift. Very solid. Right. Good luck. Yep, called it 1e4. You're very aggressive. I think you struggled a little bit when it was the slow positional. I'm going to put a piece here and move to there, there, there. But when you moved your rook over onto the G file, attacking my king, I was like, this is a 1e4 player. You like a very aggressive game. I respect that. Right, you don't have to move back there. So that's a real common move that people play, but it is not the best move. In my opinion, just play c3, bro. The queen defends the knight, and then your pawn defends the pawn structure. It's it's better. This is good though. This is really good for white. I don't often play this knight f6, knight d7 move, but sometimes I like to mix it up. Look at these odds, bro. 1 point for a win, 7 points for a draw, 15 points for a loss. Smash me. Oosh. Yeah, that was good. Good plan. Ah, there's just no way to defend that either. Hmm. All right, let's see your in-game skill here. Can you draw this position? Ooh, I don't know if I like that, bro. Let's have a look, eh? I'm just going to go into live chess. I sent you a friend request, by the way. Feel free to add me if you want. Now I should be able to analyze these games and we'll talk about them. Yeah, GG to you too. Very well played. You're very strong. Literally a blunder in each game decided it, but in both games I know, and we'll confirm it in a sec, but I know that you were winning. You had winning positions in both games against me. For sure. So first games first, let's look at the report. So yep, slightly ahead here. It was pretty even for most of it, wasn't it? Until we'll see. So accuracy 50%. So just tightening up screws, man, and you will jump through the rating. I know it. Lots of puzzles. Puzzles help. I also do the learn if you go to the lessons. I don't know if you remember anything, but and what you can get with the lessons, but the lessons are really good. Anyway, let's have a look. Key moments is usually a good one. So pretty standard opening. Everything was kind of normal. I like this. Yeah, kick me out. See my intentions with the bishop, but then you sort of left this pin hanging. I'm not saying play g5 by any means. That's a bit brave. This here, right there, bam. When you played c5, I was genuinely concerned. I thought to myself, yep, I can lose this game. I think in these positions when I played black, sorry, not g5, c5, if I can get in c5, I generally have pretty good games. It wants you to trade in the center. Yeah, I figured it would. So it wants you to start opening the center up because you're castled and I'm not, and you've got this pin. So start breaking in the center. It wants both of us to do it. Okay, it wants check. That seems a little strange, pointless to me, but it is what it is. That was good. Bishop back, queen back was the best move. I'm supposed to play the pin again, but I didn't want to repeat. Obviously, a draw was horrendous for me. I didn't want to lose 7 rating points on a draw. I'm pretty sweaty when it comes to my rapid rating. This was a great move. The computer wants c4, but man, knight e4, bro, brilliant. I spent a lot of time on this, trying to work out a way, and I played bishop f4, and I think you can probably come after me. I think at this stage you can probably play g5. There's not a lot of pieces. You're not going to get checkmated, and I think if you play, just hang a sec. If you play g5 in this position, and then so something like g5, bishop back, and takes, then you're actually looking pretty good. I will have this open file though, which I will use. I know it says h takes, but I don't like doing that. It's a bit bland for me. I prefer to open up this rook and get into the game. So pretty normal. Yeah, I also thought c4 would be a good move, and you played it here. Takes, and then we kind of got into some slow positioning. And I don't know what you're like. I don't know if you've ever been a d4 player, but d4 usually gets in more positional games where you've got to get your pieces to the right squares in time to attack weaknesses. So the weaknesses in your position are here, and the weaknesses in my position are here. So closing up with moves like this would have been pretty good, bro. And I think when you'll see things started to change. Was here, and I got you. Whoa! Oh, okay. It wants me to take the pawn. That makes sense. But I got the bishop off. Huh? Computer doesn't like rook g6. I like that. I thought they'd set the right attitude. I am glad I've got this bishop though, because it defends you coming in with your queen. Oh, that's why. I attack the pawns, and that's where, if you had have managed to get in b5 and a6 at some stage, you would have solidified your pawn structure on the queen side, and I think you would have been a lot better off. Takes. Yeah, this was clever too. I was wondering if you were pawn storm. Okay, they liked h4. I wasn't sure what the computer would say about h4, but I didn't want you to come any closer, right? I did contemplate h3 and bishop h2, but then there's obviously a huge weakness on the g2 pawn, and if you can get your queen to attack the h3 pawn, I am in trouble. Obviously, it's just a blunder. Mouse slip from you, that is rough. You probably don't want to see relive that again. As black. Okay, it's actually better than I thought for me. I expected you to be winning. I thought through here you were actually ahead. When you got this move, bro, so clever. Yes, queen a4 thrown me off. Yeah, I agree. Queen a4 was a I was looking for it for a while too, I'll be honest. Queen a4 was right up on my to-do list. It was just a matter of timing. But yeah, that queen b5 would have stopped all that. So in this game, when you played this set of moves here, which was when you played rook d1, which says is a mistake, but I don't believe it is. I castle, and you play c4, I was like, oh shit, I am going to lose this chess game. This was a great idea. Look at this for tactics. I cannot take it. You know all this, because this is all factored in your mind. Cannot take the pawn, right? I can't defend this pawn, which is what I wanted to do, but there's nowhere good to defend it. Brilliant move. Well, honestly, probably the move of the two games, man. You coming up with this idea. And if you played, I don't know if you played this, but did you play rook d1 so you could play c4? There's a slight delay. I'll try to work that out later. I'm pretty new to the whole streaming thing. But if you played rook d1, pinning this pawn to this bishop, so you could play c4, Matt, that is some quality chess play right there. And if you also factored in that this knight cannot defend this pawn, that is some... No, I put it rook on the open file. Okay, it is logical to put the rook on the open file, but when I seen this, I was just like, really good chess. Either way, I mean, even just putting the rook on the open file and then finding c4, still bravo, man. If I had a hat, I'd take it off Really good. Okay, so I think we should talk about the opening, because in this game I got a lead out of the opening, and the other one it was pretty even. So we have a French defense, and I love a French defense. A lot of people hate it, but this is one of the positions that I try to get to in my chess games. I play e4 even against d4 with the hopes that they will then play. I play e6 even against d4 with the hoping they will play e4 so I can get to the French defense. I've played this so many times in the time I've played chess, and I've got 11,000 games in chess, and I would say at least 2,000 of those games have been in French defenses. So a lot of time spent in the French defense, and sometimes I regret playing the French defense. I'm not going to lie, this bishop can be pretty terrible at times, but we got into the French defense, and we played a variation that Ginger GM, I don't know if you know who Ginger GM is, but I strongly recommend having a look at some of his videos. He's got a good YouTube site, and I really enjoy it. He's a very aggressive player. You'll love him because I can see that you're a very aggressive player. So he loves running the H pawn up. I don't know if you've ever heard the H pawn being called Harry the H pawn. That's where it comes from. It comes from Ginger GM. He is the man. So we get this position that I've had a lot, and you played a good move, which is knight a4. And from now on, when you play the move knight a4, I don't want to see, and they check you, I don't want to see this knight run back. I want you to play c3. And look at it now. Look at it objectively, and I hope if you take nothing else away from playing chess today, if you take away this position, because you will come up against this position at times. The queen defends the knight, and the pawn wants naturally to be on c3 anyway. It's defending the pawn. This knight's not in danger of getting hurt. If I push, you can just take. You're looking really good here in my mind. It's quite a easy position to play as white. But I think if you run like you did when you play knight c3, which is logical, and I can understand why you did it, you do open yourself up to me being able to take the d4 pawn. And if I can ever take the d4 pawn, or more precisely, if I ever do take the d4 pawn, it's generally because I have an advantage somewhere. So the reason this knight travels from g8 to f6 to d7 is so both knights are actually targeting down on the e5 pawn. So in this position, I think you have to take c5, which is not good, because I am going to get this developed bishop, but I think you've just got to take it. Yeah. And after that, the rest is kind of history. You did win the pawn back, which was brilliant. So in the game, I did wonder if you could push d6 here, or even c4. It doesn't want either. But I did like that you took on e6, because then I can get my bishop out. I thought that was pretty clever by me. I was pretty happy with that, finding that tactic, attacking your bishop, saying, yep, you can have my knight. Like I said real early in the stream, I don't know if you were here, bro, but I said, if you can play an attacking move rather than a defending move, like your threat is as good of a threat or better of a threat then always play the attacking move. So this was a really cool idea by me, and I had to check where your bishop could go, because it wouldn't be any good if your bishop could come and attack my rook. I've lost plenty of games like that, and you probably have too, where you think you've got a tactic and then the piece that you're attacking does something sneaky. So I did thoroughly check it out, but I liked that move. Yeah, I really wanted both rooks on. I think I'm just, yeah, you can see evaluation is just sort of lost here. Ah, it's mate in 3. Okay, whoops. What is the mate? Double check. Here, check, here, check, here, check. Okay, I missed checkmate, which was pretty stupid. But it'll do. But I think just going back and reiterating that in this position, if you do get this position in the French, and I don't know how often it comes up, because it's not often I play d4, e4, but I am looking into playing it more often, as I think it's good basic principles to be attacking these central pawns, and just developing towards the center, as you know clearly, is the best moves. If you do get into this position and someone does check you, I've moved my queen twice, which is a disadvantage. Don't move your knight, bro. None of that. Play c3. Develop your bishop, castle, and you should play a very good game. GG's though. You were definitely putting me under pressure. I might finish off the stream with some bullet. Maybe play... Oh, Barry, Bezza! Come on, Barry, bro! Why don't you want to play with me? I promise I'll be as gentle on your butthole as I possibly can. You have got the right mind for chess. Too. You have, you're super smart, bro. What's your rating? What's your rating, Barry? Honestly, best way to learn is playing playing good players. I am only this strong at chess. Genuinely, I'm only this strong at chess because I played Liam Healy and I played the shit out of him, and I lost 70 games before I beat his ass. And now I'm at a similar rating to him, and I can beat him in games. I think our record's like 280 to him to 100 to me. Can I rate myself or a legit rating? Oh, well, you're a natural 10 anyway. You're a natural 10, mate. But what is your legit rating? What's your top rating on your top time control? I can swap to my blitz if you want, and haven't played in years, bro. Oh, wicked. Good game. Wow. Haven't played in years. Do you know who's real strong? I don't know. Oh, actually, I don't think you like him very much. Maybe. I don't know. A lot of people don't, but I like him. But Jason Bower. Jason Boll is a really strong chess player. Chess.com. Chess.com for sure. I'm a huge advocate for chess.com. They have a lot of content, so there's like lots of puzzles and analyzing and stuff. Yeah, he is actually so strong. I beat him. He's beaten me, uh, which was heartbreaking, to be honest. But he's really strong. I think that you have the ability to be a very, very strong chess player, though. Because you just got the right mind for it. A lot of us poker players do have the right mind for it, and I know a lot of us poker players play chess, and I'm actually... Yeah, all of my chess playing friends, my friends that play chess, are poker players. I've met them through poker. Bar Liam, who I didn't meet through poker, but I've played, obviously, a horrendous amount of poker with. I'll show you mine and Liam's record, if I can find it. Yeah. You've got an analytical mind as well, so you'll think you'd be quite happy to sit there and think for 15 minutes to find the best move if that's what it took. Here you go. This is me and Lamb, 112.5 to 282.5. That was... It's genuinely... He just kicks my ass. But I'm trying to crawl back. And... Yeah, like I say, if you want to be a good chess player, then I am the right person to play, and so is Liam, Boa, Alexandra, Alfred. I don't quite. He's really strong. Shit, you guys are beast, mate. That's awesome. So yeah. Liam's a freak, bro. Liam's not even a joke, mate. Look at his rapid rating, 1884. Who the hell has a rapid rating like that? That's psycho. I'm trying to grind my way up there, and I'm sweating to get there, but... I'm looking for stats. This feels good. Top 1.5%. That's a bloody nice thing to see about yourself. Oops. Used to play against yourself, man. Oh, bro. I feel like you could be real good. His highest rapid rating was 916. Yeah, I'll give you a game of bullet there, Sam. Did you accept my friend request? I sent you a friend request. If you just accept that, that'll be way easier. Barry, you should jump on chess.com, create a username, and then send that through to me, and I'll add you. So then when we have a chance, I am going to finish up my stream pretty soon because it's getting late and I have work tomorrow. But we should have a game, bro. Straight up. And if you've got, I don't know, man, I don't know what you like with keeping up with the local latest apps and such, but if you jump on, what's the app? Discord with me and we can talk while we play, you'll learn so much more. What are you, 1 minute, Sam, or what are you into, bro? Can I go unrated so I don't die? Is that an acceptable thing to do? Bullet's hard. Bullet's hard to be consistent as. Oh, this is Bullet, Beza. Shit's nuts, man. It's like chess on amphetamines. It's, it's the best way to explain it, bro. Each player gets 1 minute to play. There's 0 second anytime you make a move. And it's really hard to come up with the best move. It's actually a fantastic way to play chess. It's slightly addictive and it's really bad for your chest though. I don't recommend it when you're learning. And you'll see me pre-moving as well, so I can move before he's moved. Oof. Okay. Let me know once you've made that account, Barry. You're up, mate. Ugh. Might lose this game. way better, Sam. Way, 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 way better. Why no hurting your brain? Yeah, man. It's you played that one really well. You did. Played how you have to play 1-0. You just go and go and go and go and just swing until you can't swing anymore, man. That's bullet. Well, we played 5 games then. What I'm going to try and do, guys, is I'm going to try and piece together a Discord channel next. That's my next big project with the streaming. Best place to practice is right here, Barry. Right here, mate. Chess.com versus Keenan, Mother Truck and Taylor. Oh, no, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I'm trying to piece together Discord. So if I can get this Discord running, what I'm hoping to do is get a lot of people to play, so people are on the same sort of skill level and stuff as well. So when you're playing, you can find people, good friends that you can just jump in a game like Tag Rook and I do, my friend Liam and I, and we can play 30 games, and sometimes we play different variants. We were playing like teams chess. We were both on a team, which is a really cool game. And I'd love to play that with you sometime, or either one is. It's really good. So that'll be my next project is Discord. Barry, what's your username, mate? Let's do this. Yes, Sam. I'll definitely add you, bro. I stream, by the way, if you're interested in watching it again, dude. I stream 8 till 10 NZT, so from like now to 2 hours ago every day. That's the plan, and then on the weekends I'll play in the mornings and stuff. But I'm sure if you just like my subscribe to my YouTube, it should come up when I'm live anyway. And thank you so much for the games too, bro. You actually made my night playing those. I really, really appreciate it. It's a huge help. It makes it a lot easier. I haven't got one. We'll go sort it, bro. But I'll be psychosis, no doubt. Oh, okay, yeah, right. Psychosis. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that in you, Bazza. Once you've made it, bro, then let me know. Let me know. Let me know how you go. You'll probably, I think it sets you at about 1200 rating, which is actually pretty strong. So you'll lose your first games. Don't be disheartened at your rating at the start. You'll drop down and then you'll start to climb again. And if you play with me, man, or if you play with Liam or any of those boys that play a bit of chess, you'll get so much better because we'll tell you where you're going wrong. We'll say, whoa, Barry, you can't be doing that. And if you just remember, while I've got you here, Barry, because you'll probably play a little bit, if you try and remember to open in towards the center with e4 or d4 in the beginning, e4 is a real good one because it lets you get your queen and your bishop out. Develop your knights first, if you can, and then develop your bishops. Something like, it doesn't really matter what you play, just try not to blunder stuff. But if you try and achieve something like this where you've got all your minor pieces out and then prepare to castle, and you should be castling every single game. If you remember that in the beginning, that should be heaps, bro. That should be a good place for you to start, and you'll get pretty good games that way. Develop your knights, then your bishops. Everything should be trying to centralize this these four squares are the most important. You know, we're just talking basic understanding of chess. That's something really key. And then you can develop your queen, and so your rooks are connected. And if you both do that, you know, like it's reading, it's a very even game because you've both done exactly what you need to do at the start of a chess game. So try remember that if you think. Develop your knights, then your bishops, castle every game that you can. You will get in pretty good positions off the bat. Alright guys, for there I'm going to call it a night there. It's a pleasure having you in there. It's nice to have viewers. I'm pretty stoked. So I've got this running on different platforms as well. I run on Twitch, Facebook and YouTube now, which is awesome. I'm glad that I can do it that way. Try and reach as many people as I can, because I think there's definitely a place for chess. I watch a lot of chess on Twitch, and I think Facebook, I couldn't find any chess streamers, so I'm going to try and sort of carve myself a space there. So if you see me online, jump in the chat, say hello, send me a challenge. We can play odds games. I can take my queen off the board if you want, Barry, and we can play some chess, man, because it's a beautiful game. It really is. My favorite quote of chess is, oh nice, you rock Twitch, Bazza, yeah boy. Tag_night. My favorite quote from chess is, not all artists are chess players, but all chess players are artists. And I think that really sums things up. I'll show you a quick I'll leave you with a quick puzzle. Okay, so we've got this position here. Yeah, I am. I'm super passionate. I love it. I spend a horrendous amount of time playing chess in my life. Hours daily. Well over 10,000 games. I'm all about it. Same with Liam. Liam's going to stream too, so that's pretty exciting news. I'll put that on Facebook at some stage, and I'll say about that. So he's going to stream on my channel as well, so we'll both be streaming, which will mean we'll be able to put more content out there, and then hopefully it'll be discovered, because it's really cool, man. I'm super stoked with the whole streaming thing. It's given me something to do in my evenings, and if I can help people and I can teach people, then that is so much better, so much better. But here I've got a little puzzle for you. In this position, it's white to move, and what is the best move for white and why? And that is the super duper hard puzzle. I tested it on Liam Healy, who's a good friend and incredibly strong player, and he got the correct move, which I thought he would, but it's a super hard puzzle, and the reason it's a hard puzzle is because it just doesn't win material. It doesn't win material. So I'll share this at some stage on my Facebook. It's a position that I got in one of my games. Take a stab, especially you, Sam. I think you could do this. You're an aggressive player. You're white in this position. What would you play, bro? H4. H4 is a reasonable move. I think it leads to about 0.1. Like 2 moves ago, H4 was the best move. In this position, and I think you've got the right idea. I think you've got the right idea with H4. The move is E4. And the move is e4 for the same reason why you would play h4, is because the king is incredibly weak. So you want to, as quickly as you can, attack on the king side while black's pieces are all stuck on the queen side. So in this position, e4, breaking open the center and then swinging your a rook to e1 and eyeing up in the center is just cleaning up. Cheers, Barry. Good to see you, mate. So something to always keep an eye out. When pieces are tied up on the queen side, attack the king side. Alright guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you again for tuning in. I hope to see you around, and Sam, I really hope that you got something out of our games, and if you ever see me online, doesn't matter if I'm streaming or not, bros, flick me a message and I will be there.